Welcome back. In our last video, we began to style the "we love" phrase. As you can see, it did come out bold, but it's gray and it's not tilted. So we need to tilt, and that's basically it's called rotation. Another thing is that Internet Explorer takes so long to render that I'm not going to render it during the video. I will just I will test it in Mozilla and Chrome. Now I will continue to test it in Internet Explorer, but as I'm doing tests, I won't wait for it to render. If there's a problem, I'll fix all of those problems later. So the first thing we want to do is we want to begin to rotate. So I'm just going to put it directly inside the heading "we love" style for this ID. So we want to put a comment, let the programmer that's following us know what's going on. And then I'm going to display it back to being a block. And we'll add a transform. The transform is the way that we're going to get it to turn the way we want it to turn. So we'll do 10 degrees and we'll test it. Now with WebKit, we do WebKit, and then we do Mozilla, and then we need one for Internet Explorer, Microsoft, and then we also need one for Opera. Then we need a filter for Internet Explorer. Semicolon, and then we need also to put a white space, no wrap, and we need the position to be relative. Oh, that's Internet Explorer, that takes forever. We will render it in Chrome. Okay, good, it rotated. And then we will also test it in Mozilla, where it did not rotate. Back to Internet Explorer, it's still trying to render. That takes forever. That's ridiculous. So let's take a look at Mozilla. Oh, no wonder it didn't render. It's called MOZ, not MOX. So if we now go, well, Internet Explorer should be finished. Good, it rotated, and we'll go to Mozilla and refresh that, and it should. Good, that's what we want. However, if you look at the graphic, you can see it's not going that way, it's going the other way. So let us try, we will negative rotate it. And I don't like the way it's rotated that low, so I'm going to make it 12. Let's just add 2. And at some point I will download Opera for the PC, because I'm doing this work obviously on a Windows machine. And Internet Explorer again. Good, that's what we want. It's tilted the right way, and now we need to get the color for it. So we will open up and get Photoshop. I know it's up here somewhere. Photoshop, and I will show you how to use to get the exact color that. Remember, this was sent to me as a PNG. So imagine you have a client, and a client wants you to duplicate what their graphic artist has done. You need to be able to mimic these colors exactly, not close to it, or probably it must be exact. So you can go into, I'm going to bring this graphic into Photoshop, and then I'll show you how to get the exact color. So let's go File, Open. It's on the desktop. It should be under YouTube channel, and that's the graphic there. Now that we have the graphic open, just make sure you are in your mode is RGB. This is red, green, black. Generally you'll use that mode for the web, and how you change colors is, or determine what the colors are, you get this color picker here, eyedropper tool, it says, and then you click on it here. Once you click on that blue, and you can bring it up if you want to see it really closely to make sure you get the actual center of it. Click into that blue, and then when you go over to your foreground color, you can look and see it's 069. So this will be the actual color that we'll use instead of the gray. We'll use 069. If we save that, we can check it in one of the faster browsers, and it should be the color we want. Voila, that's beautiful. Voila, that's beautiful. Now this looks great. I don't like the way that this looks because it looks jagged, so we'll have to take a look at anti-aliasing also. Let's see what the view is on. When you reset, when you code, make sure that your zoom level is regular. In other words, that it's not 125 or 110, or that it's not 75 or below. It should be at 100%, because that's what 9 times out of 10, that's what your user will be using. Okay, so ultimately, is this Internet Explorer? Internet Explorer has come up and it's correct too also. Well, now at that 12 looks a little high. I may turn it back to 10. Yeah, I think I'll make it back to 10. So this is some of the stuff you deal with when you're writing web pages. And so now we will do the same exact thing for our next portion, the HTML and CSS. So let's grab the heading. Let's grab the ID, put a sharp sign, and pretty much we're going to copy all of this. The only thing that's going to be different is the color. Also, you see now what happened? Now we have rotate text in both of them. Well, you don't want to do that. You want to put a CSS class. So we'll go in another video. We're going to pull this out and make it separately, and then in your HTML you can, right after here, you can go class equals and put the name of the class you create. But before we do that, what we want to do is get a look at the green color. The green color is 0C0, red, green, blue. Okay, so in our CSS, we can go 0C0, save it, and let's take a look at it in one of the fast browsers. There, and it's tilted because we copied the rotate code all the way down. Good. It's kind of thick. I don't like it, and they both look kind of stout. So let's I'm going to increase the size of them. Yep, wrong place. So this one I'll make 60, and this one also I'll make 60. So we'll change the size of them, and also we'll take the we don't really need to have it be bolder here. So let's just take that out, save it, and take a look at it. Good. So now it looks exactly like this. The bottom, and it's kind of tilted too much. I'm going to make it back to 10. So this is it, the way it looks in Chrome. This is the way it looks and appears in Mozilla. And last but not least, this is the way it appears in Internet Explorer. So that's the end of the video. We will continue on in the next video. Thank you.